Hi Leo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Leo, we're going to do an energy check-in this week. So we're going to see what your energy is, what the energy outside of you is, and what these two energies are creating. I am going to use none other than the Energy Oracle deck. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the Good Tarot for this reading. All right, Leo, let's see. Let's start shuffling it out. The cards should come together. There we go. Leo's energy, the energy outside of them, what these two energies are creating. Leo, you have the 7th chakra, so spiritual connection, intuition, downloads, opening up your and flowing channels of information. I wrote a few days ago, I went back into the book and I just put some extra notes, like just to kind of, sometimes I find like you have a set attachment to certain cards and meanings, and it's nice to kind of expand beyond that a little bit sometimes. So that's what I did with those. So yeah, you're having a really strong spiritual connection. Your intuition is really on point right now. So trust yourself, any sort of ideas that you're getting, any sort of visions that you are receiving. What's the energy outside of you? Oh, worry, distress, anxiety. I've written here, the storm is moving away, to release the worry and try to relax. So that's interesting, right? So, and you do see that in there, like the storm is kind of subsiding. So somebody maybe has been through something like a storm or some sort of really intense period of time in their life, but they're still kind of hanging on to the stress and the anxiety around it. Or maybe there's something going on in their life that's giving them stress and anxiety. I don't know if it's you. You don't even actually, it's interesting because you're focused spiritually, like over here, right? Like you look at your energy is really focused, sort of in a higher frequency, even perhaps. Somebody else is dealing with a low frequency. What do your two energies create? A strategy, making a plan, set things in order, short goals for long-term success. Okay. You know, this could even be somebody that, it could be so many things here. Like it could be somebody you work with. It could be your own partner. It could be your kids. It could be anything, right? And it just looks like though that you have a very clear mind here. Your mind is really clear. Your intuition is on point, but someone else is maybe not even trusting in that for themselves, or they're just overthinking things. But between the two of you, you're going to have a plan, a strategy. So the bottom is all tied up. Wait a second. Okay, you have, what do you have here? Okay, you have the Angel of Balance. So this is like being centered and honoring your choices and moving forward with those. And then you have the Storm. So this is interesting, right? Because we talk about this energy over here, like to notice that the storm is moving away and that you can start relaxing, stop worrying. I can never really tell people that. They have to work through it on their own. Yeah. Now, this storm is interesting because I've written down difficulty within yourself or your external world. Even the worst storm passes. Funny. So I feel like somebody's been through some sort of a storm here. Almost like they walked into it. Like they walked into this storm very sort of peaceful and balanced. Maybe that was you. Maybe you went through the storm peacefully and balanced and someone else is not. And then you have, well, this is interesting. Then you have the Angel of Love, tender connections. And then you have the Happy Family card, which is kind of like my 10 of Cups. But here I've got written down ready-made family, joy with others, prioritizing family and friends. And then you have the woman holding a coin and all tied up. So that's kind of interesting. That kind of feels like somebody's been through something difficult. And it's almost like there's some sort of guidance that's trying to help them connect on a more personal and emotionally satisfying level here. But I don't know, this could even be like tied up in work. Somebody tied up with finances. There's a lot. There's a lot in your underlying. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, Leo's energy. The energy outside of them and what these two energies create. The Eight of Wands, the Six of Water, and the Page of Water. This anxiety, the Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ace of Earth. What is, you know what's really funny? I mean, because it's all Earth. Well, even like the Hermit is Virgo, which was represented by Earth. And there's something here, like, right there. Somebody tied up in finances or tied up with work, constrained because of financial situation or a lot of work responsibilities that they're dealing with. Because that kind of feels like that over here. Like this is this energy outside of you. Yeah, somebody could be sort of figuring out or working their way through the initial execution of some sort of a project, or it's almost like they're working behind closed doors. Doesn't it feel like that? This person is working behind closed doors. Some sort of a new beginning. Maybe they're just in their own thoughts too much with the Hermit and that. So this energy that the two of you create, the Four of Air, the Seven of Air, oh, sorry, of Fire, the Seven of Fire. It's like the Seven of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. I'm really like curious how your energies connect. Like what's the relation here? Because you're definitely, your intuition is strong here, particularly with the water coming out. Well, actually all three of these cards, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups. Like you really know, you really have an insight here. Your mind is very clear. And I want to say, but not sort of like pigeonholed into ideas. Like it's clear and it's kind of free thinking with the seventh chakra. The Six of Water and the Page of Water. Almost like wanting to, maybe you're healing because you have on your side of what these two energies create, you have the Four of Air, which is like a healing card. And I kind of get the impression with this energy that you're healing something from your past, or you're healing, or you've healed or healing some type of childhood wound. She always looks wounded, like her stomach is bothering her, or it's just like also putting her hand into her second chakra area. Maybe it's closer to the third. Could be tapping into some sort of creative energy too. Bringing hope, kind of bringing hope into your life, moving in a direction where you're healing past wounds and bringing hope. There's energy outside of you. It's doing something on its own here. They're doing something on their own. And maybe that's why they have a lot of worry and stress. Because it doesn't look like they're not accomplishing things with the Ace of Earth. They are. But then the Nine of Earth too, right? It just tells me, and with the Hermit, this person is like kind of working on their own on something. Now the Seven of Wands is between, like, is the energy that is literally that, I want to say both of you are maybe a little bit protective or defensive. It could even be like just being in two different points in life here, because you do feel like you and whatever this other energy are in very different realities almost. Really different, even like elemental energies. The 9 of air, which is like the 9 of swords, right? And that's that anxiety energy over there. Because this person feels to me like they're doing something on their own, or they're doing creating or building something, or even could it be like a very beginnings of something. They could even be keeping this a secret or locked up. And then here's like a new beginning, right? The anxiety, I feel like, is like their own thoughts, their own thought processes that are kind of contained within their own mind. And looking at this card, this 9 of swords, it just looks to me like this person, if you want to, the birds that are flying around them could even be a lot of outside thoughts that get over internalized, or internalized thoughts that just keep spinning around and around. But she's in like a really precarious situation. Like you just got to kind of watch your balance and how you're stepping there. You don't want to fall off the top of the mountain on the tiny ledge. It's kind of reminding me of, too, the energy of, have you ever had like a little kid and they go to a new play structure for the first time and they're like just like totally gung-ho going up there, and then they get up there and then they're terrified and they don't know how to come down, or they're just like totally in their head. It's like, well, you got up there without thinking about it. You just instinctively did it. Just relax a little bit. Come on. It's just like how'd she get up there? She got up to the top of this energy. They're up there, but now it's almost like they're up there and they're in their head about it. You did, yeah. I just want to kind of say, well, you did it on your own. You could, I don't know what this is. It's curious though. I'm going to start with you. Your energy looks really good. The 7th chakra. Well, you've got the Knight of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. So, you know, the 6 of Wands is an interesting energy too, because it's kind of like, it can be recognition as well. And that's, you know, like that is not somebody kind of working on their own. I don't know what you're doing, like what this energy is about. It's just your energy. And you could be executing a long-term plan that you're going to get a lot of recognition for, receive some accolades. It's going to be very successful. So the 8 of Wands. Justice and the King of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if you're receiving like some sort of information. I wonder if this, because it's the 7th chakra, but it's showing up with this Knight of Pentacles, I'm wondering if it's actually receiving information, but through like a very 3-dimensional and practical means that this information comes in to you. Or you're using your intuition and at least applying it in a very practical and 3-dimensional way. Everyday life way here. And then, but this 8 of Wands, Justice and the King of Swords. Does this, like, this looks like a legal ruling or something. It could be a legal ruling. It could be a contract. Maybe you're signing a contract or something. The 6 of Cups. You could be on your, because it's the 8 of Wands too, like you could be on your way towards signing some sort of a contract. The 2 of Pentacles and the High Priestess with the 6 of Cups. It looks to me like balancing something in your spirituality here. Balancing spirituality and practicality really well. And then the Page of Water. King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Now it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles is over here. I kind of wonder too, for some of you, if this is, like if this is your own child or somebody younger than you, because this energy here looks to me almost like you, I want to say, if somebody outside of you is achieving something, even though they're doing it with a lot of anxiety and stress, or they've been through something really difficult and they're kind of still finding, you know, successes in their everyday life here. I get this feeling from you, like your energy looks to me that it invokes a lot of good feelings in you to see this happening. But you are, like, it's funny because I want to say, I don't feel like your energy is like involved with them some way. You know, it could even be like if you had a younger sibling or something like that and they've been through a lot of really difficult stuff. And you can see that they're achieving something here. And I don't know if this is kind of the energy of, you know, sometimes you just need to step back and let people figure their shit out. Or, I don't know. So why they've got this worry, distress, anxiety. The Seven of Wands. This person is feeling very protective. Right? And like, look at the Hermit. You got to figure out which key works to get into that. And it's right, what is going on here is strategy in the Seven of Wands. The person is very protective. Maybe they are protected, but are they very protected or are they anxious about, well, let's see. What is the Seven of Wands that sits directly between the two of you? Oh, shit. That's too much. Temperance. Then, like, half the deck fell out. Temperance. That was the one that was upright when it came out. It got a little bit bent. Temperance. So waiting? Is it waiting? Why is there temperance here? Just allowing things to cool down? The Fool. Major Arcana. Wow. Okay. So whatever's going on here, it could be just biting, you biding your time, they're biding their time, and for some sort of new opportunity here. Oh, I need my Jizzo card. I put Jizzo away. Jizzo's mine. I'm gonna use the, oh, it's so funny, I picked up the hesitation card. Yeah, good. We're going back into it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, just a second. Just like hot. Walking around the house. Well, my son he had a bit of a cold. And I'm walking around the house. I'm like, is the house hot or is it just me? It's me. I don't even have a fever. I'm just hot. Hot. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm going to need a little fan. Where were we? Okay. I want to look at that. The Page of Earth. The Page of Earth. The Empress. Oh, it's like mother and child. That's interesting. It's like mother and child energy. The Hermit. The Lovers. The Ace of Earth. The Six of Swords. How would I describe this? Okay. The Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords with this Ace of Pentacles. This person is like on their way somewhere. They're moving. They're definitely going somewhere. There's nothing to hold them back. Why are they... Okay, so mother and child with Empress and the Page of Pentacles. They're anxious. They're defensive. They're worrying. Maybe worrying about things coming at them with the Seven of Wands. But the Hermit and the Lovers. I want to say, like, if this is somebody in a partnership, it's almost like them and their partner have isolated themselves. it threw me a bit off with the Lovers because are they anxious? Maybe they're anxious about, I don't think, like, this doesn't feel like your partner. So why is the Lovers here? The Moon and the Hermit. But they have the Hermit. This person could be kind of like... This person is definitely keeping to themselves. This person is keeping to themselves. They could be like a single parent or something like that. And this Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords, they're definitely, I feel like this person is moving to a new location to live, moving to a new job opportunity. Yeah. A lot of their fears are hidden here as well. So how are you connected to this person? I don't know. Strategy is the energy that sits between the two of you. The Knight of Cups. Like, you're all cuppy. You got like all the cup energy. This person doesn't have cup. This person has a lot of pentacles, a clear direction, like thought, movement of like practical things. But they've also got a ton of major arcana here, right? Like they've got the Empress, the Hermit twice, the Lovers, the Moon. So this person could be going through something quite significant as well. I kind of feel like you want to reach out to them. I honestly really do, because like this card sitting here, it is Knight of Cups going that way into the energy of that person. Yeah, and you've got like all the cups here. So you're the Four of Air. The World. Okay, I feel like you've finished with some sort of healing cycle that you've been doing or you've been in. That's finished. You're finished healing. And now them over here, they've got this Nine of Earth. The Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Like this person is on their own because, or doing something on their own, or almost like quietly behind the scenes. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. Quietly behind the scenes. This person is working on something here for themselves. They might even be too, I want to say, if this is not like a parent or something like that, this person is maybe even birthing the beginnings of a project here. Birthing the beginnings of a project. They're also making a very, perhaps even divinely guided choice to be extremely protective about what this is. And yeah, I want to say that they're doing this on their own. Maybe because I don't know if they're not, I don't feel like they're terribly emotionally involved in anything at this time. And why? Well, it kind of looks like to me that a lot of options that they've had have been very disappointing. And so where they find solace or kind of little celebrations in life is building or working. But the funny thing is they don't seem to be doing that with anyone else. But it's almost like doing that with others would be nice. So I don't know. This is a very curious reading for me. It's kind of one of those readings where I feel like I'm doing like Scorpio or someone. Like there's a lot of hidden stuff here. But often when like I do readings like this, a lot of you will say, oh my God, this makes perfect sense indeed. And I go, okay. Right? And we got, look at this. To me too, like these two, this is like the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords. I think this is something on your side. Like if you've been kind of held back with things, right? Because there's the Four of Swords, but you're closing off that cycle. You're finished. You're healing something here where you felt like maybe your personal sense of freedom was contained in some way, because the King of Wands has like full freedom. He do whatever he wants, right? Okay, so that's you. And then the Nine of Swords, that feels more like it would be that. Look at that, the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Anxiety about cutting something out here. Maybe this person is. Like maybe this person is trying to cut something really big out of their life and have a new beginning and build up again. I don't know. But it's your energy. So, oh, the Devil. Why not? Of course. What would be a reading without the Devil? So there's the Devil at the bottom. So, yeah. So I don't know if there's been something toxic here in the past or unhealthy. I'm going to go to the extended. In extended, oh yeah, I'm not even shuffling the cards. I'm not going to shuffle the decks. I'm going to use the same two decks. I'm going to use a new teeny tiny tarot deck though to clarify, but I'm going to see where these energies continue, how they continue to move forward, sort of like evolve and change. Your energy, the energy outside of you, and what these two energies create. So I'm just going to pull off the top of the deck, like just keep the energy the way it was as I had shuffled it. So there you go, Leo. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.